Well, firstly, I'm terrified. I think they say that a writer is always like a very solitary life. You're always just writing in your room by yourself. It's really nice to be here and it's great to be invited. But yes, it's slightly nerve-wracking that I'm not writing and I'm talking about my writing instead. So I'm very pleased that it's Alice because she's prepared incredibly well, which is great. So she was telling me like, oh, you wrote about this a couple of years ago, and it's nice for her to have that because I had completely forgotten what I wrote. So I think we're going to talk a bit about Gibraltarian culture, Gibraltarian identity, Gibraltarian language, and a few surprises.
And what do you hope that people take away from the talk?
Hopefully they read my writing, that would be good. And I think also that they come to the workshop on Saturday. We've got quite a lot of people signed up. And then that kind of spreads as well. So the idea is that I want to show that writing is not one particular form, that it takes lots of forms as well. Everyone can write, everyone can try and write, and that we need more Gibraltarian and Gibraltar stories as well.
It's really exciting, actually. I think it's slightly nerve-wracking because I'm talking about myself and I'm not sort of playing a character or writing characters. So something a little bit different, but I mean, to be part of the audience with this series of events is great. To be part of a bunch of local authors sharing their stories as well, I feel really sort of like honoured and privileged to be part of that community of writers. I'm going to be talking mainly about my work writing for stage, which is hopefully something a little bit different. I think a lot of the talks tend to centre around prose or poetry, so I'm hoping it can offer sort of a different insight into a different form of writing, which feels quite different both in the process and the outcome, because I'm writing for a live audience rather than for something to be read on the page. And I hope the outcome is that it sort of demystifies a bit the process of writing for live theatre and how actually to get work on professionally, because that can feel like it's sort of a slightly mystical process, when really it's just like anything else. It just takes time and effort and energy. But hopefully it'll encourage more people to experiment with writing and maybe write for different forms, like for screen or for stage.